Hi everybody, and thank you very much for sticking in, and I thank you for all the readers before for sticking in with the sound. I know it was hard. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, and thank you Tracy, Aiden, and the artist whose name I forgot for being here, and Simon, for everybody. This is an unusual, in a way, night for me, because just when I was leaving to read here, somebody sent me a message, a friend, that Russian jets invaded the Ukrainian space starting the Third World War III. I'm not sure about World War III. That might not happen, so don't be scared. But for me, for the Russian jets to invade the Ukrainian space is bad enough. So as a result, what happened, I forgot the stories and the poems that I prepared for the reading for a while at my place, and the music might not work out because I forgot the wire, and I'm a little out of sorts because I'm partly Ukrainian, partly Russian, partly Jewish, and the war between these two countries is pretty much a disaster for me. Also, the last 3 days brought the news of it's like assorted news, okay? I don't mean to go political on you, but I'm going to do this anyway. I had quite a few drinks of cognac. So, a coin with a Putin's profile was issued to commemorate the capture of Crimea. And there is a very similar coin of Hitler capturing Austria that I have on my Facebook if anybody's interested. Then my favorite rock singer, underground rock singer that I used to listen to when I was in my teens was proclaimed to be an American CIA spy today. Also, apparently, internet was invented by CIA to spy on Russia. And so I feel pretty much like an American spy in the middle of Oakland, and nothing makes sense anymore. I mean, I have books. I've written books. There are books over there on the table. There's a novel and there's a short story collection, but right now I can't really put things together very much anymore. So I'm going to read a story that I was going to read. I have to do it off the computer. I apologize for that. It was published the other day. And then I'm going to read a poem. And then we're going to try and finish on a positive note. Doing a duet with my partner Simon Rogghe, who is a wonderful poet and a scholar and writer, and we're going to try to finish on the Mexican note, but we'll see how it goes, because it's been a rough night for me. So, I'm gonna start with the story. And the story is called The Woolly Mammoth. My country is ruled by a woolly mammoth. I know you think it is impossible, but trust me. The woolly mammoth DNA was extracted from the hind bone of the baby mammoth called Dima, a specimen well preserved in a giant slope of ice. Kept at a perfect temperature since Ice Age in the midst of the biggest swamp in the world, it thrived. Dr. Boris Karamazinaev, the head of the humanoid laboratory at Mutants and Alien Species Institute, successfully enriched the sperm of the African elephant Quasimodo, a star of our national circus, with the ancient DNA, and inseminated the Indian elephant Ludmilla, a star of our famous national zoo, and voila! The worst dictator of this young century was conceived and born. It happens sometimes throughout history, especially in my country. Dr. Karamazinaev named his creation Frankenstein too, but everyone called him Woolly. In 14 years, Woolly took over our long-suffering country. I am no Cassandra, but I've had predicted the horrors when I saw the footage of Wooly the baby on the main government TV channel. Wooly performed a traditional dance kazachok to the national anthem performed by all army choir. The main priest of Holy Church blessed the scientific lab's headquarters. I packed my bags and asked for political refugee status in America. It is hard to be an immigrant. You have to explain the cultural differences. Everybody asks, where are you from? What is your accent? Local people don't believe you. People don't understand about other species. They don't know about mammoths. But I am a poet. So when Wooly started a war last week, I wrote a poem. Oops. Go back to eyes, dirty mammoth. Go to your hairy hell. Dinosaur shit, Wooly, wake up, sleepy mud. That was the poem. But it wouldn't move. So that was the poem. And like all the writers, during the day, I have a day job. I work as a part-time dominatrix at the local dungeon in Oakland. Another day, brain surgeon from my country. It happened so. Igor S. came for a torture session. So I tied him up to a cross and he said, "Whip me hard, Mistress Tigress, whip me hard, for my soul bleeds for my country." And I understood. I whipped him hard and we both cried and our souls bled. You know, you might look at me and think, it must be some crazy PR. Those things don't exist. It's absurd. And yes, it is. And yet, it is not PR. And that's how it goes. And I don't remember the end of the story because it's back in my computer, but my heart does bleed, my soul hurts, and that's pretty much for the woolly mammoth. The end of the story. And I'm going to just read, I'm gonna do a poem that I wrote on my son's shopping list. See how that goes. And that comes with the music, because usually I read to the music.